Brazil, Greece, Venezuela, New Zealand, Portugal, Ireland, Bora Bora, and many more. All of these places have one thing in common, and that one thing is for people to go on vacation in these places. Of course, when you travel, there are a lot of places to be able to visit. As for myself, I've had a fair share of traveling and being able to explore many, many different and unique places that I would love to share with you today. Most of these places I've either visited myself or I want to visit in my near future. In this 8 to 10 minute speech, I will be describing in detail different places that I recommend to visit either in-state or out of state. All right. The first one we have is Illinois. The popular city here is, of course, Chicago. Everyone loves to visit here. This is probably one of the well-known places that people do tend to visit. Things that you can do here, you can go shopping at all kinds of places. There are tons of museums that you can visit full of different kinds of things, really. You can eat at different places that you've never heard of, and you can visit the Big Bean. I mean, who wouldn't want to visit that Big Bean and take a selfie? It's crazy. There are also animal parks and nature parks to visit as well. Next place we have is New York City. A unique name and tons of awesome things to do. When I was 13, I had the privilege of going down to New York for New Year's Eve and part of Christmas as well. We took a double-decker bus ride, and I was able to see the courthouse where they filmed Law & Order, the TV show. We went to go see a Rockettes show, and we went ice skating as well. I definitely recommend going to New York during the wintertime and doing all of these things. We also got to see the New Year's Eve ball drop, which was pretty awesome, but I have to say it is smaller in person than it is on the TV. The third place we have is Charlotte, South Carolina. When I first went here, it was for my cousin's wedding, which was very beautiful. And when we were there, it was very warmer rather than in Wisconsin. We left around the fall time, about October, and it was very warm there, about like 60s, 70s, I would want to say. The weather is so amazing. The sunshine was out all the time, and the beaches were awesome as well. I would recommend taking a walk downtown, buying something cool, and then ending your day with a trip to Myrtle Beach. You will not regret this. The next place we have is Galveston, Texas. Me and my mom and my aunt all took a road trip down to Galveston, Texas. We all decided we needed a little break and we needed to travel a little bit differently, so this is what we did. Galveston is located on the very southern border of Texas. It's a very, very small island. What we did when we were there, and what I recommend, is taking a helicopter ride around the island. It's about $40 per person, very worth it. And I also recommend taking a horseback ride at this during the sunset along the beach's shoreline. It is literally something straight out of a movie. The next place we have is San Diego, California. Again, I went to go visit some family here, my cousin, when he was stationed down here for the Navy. When we went there, I thought it was going to be a lot warmer than what it was. It was very cold and chilly. We didn't do much because we didn't have a lot planned, but we did go to La Jolla, which is a city, I believe, near San Diego, and we were able to see the seagulls that kind of lay along the shoreline, kind of here up on the rocks and shoreline. I would recommend on a warmer day, spend a day at the beach and end it with walking along the pier or shoreline where there are some shops that you can shop at. The next place we have is the Sunshine State, Tampa, Florida. The warm sunshine and the beautiful breeze. Can it get any better than this? Yes, it can. I have visited here many times due to, again, my family, as in my aunt, living down here. I recommend, again, doing downtown shopping, going to the Tampa Zoo. Just spend a whole day there. It is very worth it. I would recommend visiting any and all beaches that you can, which include having parasailing and kayaking there as well. Parasailing is a once-in-a-lifetime chance that you don't want to miss out on. Next, we have Arizona. Now, this state is very, very hot in temperatures. Sometimes the temperature can reach around 100 degrees Fahrenheit or higher. Isn't that crazy? For here, I would recommend going on lots of tours, especially through the desert, and also going on guided ATV tours. You have a kind of a guide in front of you, and then you are able to drive an ATV as long as you have your license and as long as you sign a waiver form. They also have segwaying, hiking, rock climbing, and so much more here. They also have indoor flying and tours of the infamous Grand Canyon. Up next, we have Hawaii. I first visited here when I was 16, and it was for an orchestra trip that was like our yearly trip. I would definitely visit again here in a heartbeat because Hawaii has stolen my heart with its beauty and its nature. When we were there, I recommend going to Pearl Harbor. There we got to see the black tears of the USS Arizona, which are little kind of droplets of oil that come up to the surface from the USS Arizona. Nobody knows where they come from. They just kind of appear. We also did some snorkeling, kayaking, and water rafting. Water rafting is very fun. Look it up. I recommend it a lot. The next place I recommend is Skolopos, Greece. Now, this place I have never been to before. I've never been out of the country, so this is definitely a place I want to go to on my bucket list. This is the place where the well-known movie Mamma Mia was filmed. I'm putting this location on my bucket list because ever since I was a kid, I have always loved the movie and I've loved how beautiful it was. And now that I found out where it is, I want to go see the famous Hotel Belladonna, which is created by Donna, the character. Up next, we have Switzerland. Now, Switzerland is very beautiful in all of its seasons. This season that I'll be specifically talking about is summer. It is very stunning in the summertime, as you can see the beautiful mountains and just the bright green grass contrast that it gives. Here, I would recommend taking a bike ride and just enjoying the scenery and getting a bite to eat here and there. I would also recommend going to almost a spa or what they call an outdoor bath. There are many places where they are located, and you just wear your swimsuit, and it's just kind of like hot water, like a hot tub kind of, but just outdoor. Also, you can take a transit up the mountain, and you can enjoy lots of festivals that go on here. Trust me, you will not regret this kind of a trip. Second to last of the places, we have Mexico. I believe Mexico is the #1 place that people tend to visit when they think of vacation. Beautiful resorts and delicious cuisine are things that you can definitely enjoy while you're here. And you can swim with whale sharks. That's crazy. You can also snorkel to an underwater museum, and you can view all of the monarch butterflies that tend to live here. And last but not least, we have the Bahamas. Who wouldn't want to vacation here? I mean, just look how beautiful that is. Beautiful, stunning. It is very scenic and beautiful, like I just reiterated. One place that you could visit for sure is the Big Major Cay, aka known as Pig Beach. As you can see here, there are little pigs that kind of swim in the water, and they just kind of walk along the shoreline. Take a trip there. In the past 8 to 10 minutes, I have given you all the details I can about each and every one of these vacation spots to help recommend the next time that you travel. I hope that you found this speech useful and helpful for the next time you travel, and I hope that you enjoyed my speech.